So I wanted to start like a new format, like travel talks, because there are some things I just want to talk about when it comes to travel and moving abroad. So I hope you like it, and let's dive right into it. As you know, or maybe you don't, but no you do, I left my home country, Germany, and right now I'm living in Singapore. Before that I was living in multiple countries in Europe and in Asia, and there are some challenges you go through when you move to a different country, and I just want to talk about it today. First, culture shock. It's a real thing, it's not as easy, and depending on where you're moving, like for example Germany and Greece, which was the first country I moved to, it is different, but it's still in Europe, so it's not like a completely different world. Singapore or Vietnam or Malaysia where I lived, on the other hand, is completely different. Depending on where you are moving, you will have a culture shock. The food is different, the traditions are different, the habits, the way of life, everything is kind of different. The rules, the laws, what is polite, what not, stuff like that. And it really hit me a little bit. When I arrived in Singapore for the first week at least, I still had a jet lag. So that was maybe also contributing to it. That I really thought I need to be excited, I need to be happy because now I'm here and I did it, you know, but I was just like a little bit sad, a little bit frustrated, and just like, I cannot really explain it, but it wasn't the easiest for me. So I really didn't thought much about transitioning, but in the end you just need to give yourself some time, because it is completely different. You don't know any people there, you might feel lonely, you might miss your people at home, and you think like, oh my gosh, their life continue, and I kind of feel like so lost here. Well, I need to look for the way actually. You might think orientation gets better when you travel a lot, but not for me. So it is a little bit tough, not gonna lie. So if you don't feel super excited in your first few weeks in your new country, don't think it was a mistake. Don't think you will never adjust. It's just, you need time to process everything. You need time to transition, and you should allow yourself to do that and to take the time you need. Instead of doing something every day and see every nice place there is, maybe just do it once every 3 days. Or instead of being outside the whole day, just go to a nice cafe for breakfast and then go to your hotel or Airbnb or your flat or wherever you're staying. You just took like a big step in leaving your home country, and it feels weird because you think like you should be happy, but the thing is, who says that? Who says that you should be happy? So don't be too harsh on yourself and just give yourself the time. The next thing, which is kind of related to culture shock and stuff, is you will miss your own food. I miss German bread. I cannot tell you how much I miss it. I don't even know why it is so hard for other countries to just bake German bread. So you will miss that, and you will miss your traditions in some ways and your festivals. For example, like Oktoberfest classic, or like Carnival in Germany. It's so much fun, and it is kind of sad when you're in a different country and they don't celebrate it. So either you seek some people that are ready to celebrate it with you. For example, Carnival, I was at a friend's place and we just like dressed up a little bit in a costume, like really self-made and freestyle or whatever, and just celebrating. So you can do that, you can FaceTime with your friends, or you just look for new fests you can visit in your new country, because they probably will also have some celebrations, and you can just dive into the new culture. When you just arrive and you don't know any people, you might feel really, really lonely, because your friends back home, they're continuing to live their life, they have meetups and you're not there, they celebrate their birthdays together and you're not there. So you can feel really lonely and alone. The good thing is, with the internet, it is so much easier to meet new people. For example, you have Bumble for friends. Wait, I need to cross the street. You have Bumble for Friends where you can meet people. I also know that some people do it with Tinder. For example, you're a woman, then you just put in that you're looking for a woman and you type in your bio that you're looking for friends instead of a love relationship. Sometimes there are also like websites that are organizing events and you can join and also get to know people there, which for me is much more scarier and out of my comfort zone than just meeting with one person that I've met through Bumble. And it is quite loud, I'm sorry. You really cannot be obese here. So I would say the earlier you try to find new people, the easier it gets for you, the whole transitioning process, and to really feel like it's your new home, you know? You're not just like a stranger, like you actually live there and you have friends, you have plans. Trust me, it changes everything. Okay, honestly, I thought it would be a lot easier to film, but everybody's getting off work and it's so busy and it feels so awkward. Why is it so awkward talking to a camera? I don't know. Depending on what country you move there and if you speak the language, basic things like grocery shopping can be so hard. When I was living in Vietnam, Google Translate was my best friend. You know, the camera option where you just like scan and then it shows you what is actually written on that product. I needed that because I was so lost. Otherwise I wouldn't have known what I bought. So basic things like that can be really hard. And I guess the thing is also you really feel like an outsider. When you move to a new country, chances are most of the people you see there grew up there and are locals, and you're just a foreigner, you're a stranger and you feel like a stranger. When there are also other expats, then I feel like it's really good because you can talk about it and you can exchange and you can feel like it's normal. You feel that way and other people also feel that way, which is always helpful. Next time I will go to a park. It's so awkward to talk. I don't know why. So, oh, I hope the video is not too cringe because... Ay. So, anyway, those were just a few challenges you encounter when you move to a different country. Let me know how it was for you. Let me know if you also came across those challenges or maybe different ones. Maybe I will also make a second part if you're interested. And I hope you also like those talking videos, because let's be honest, I don't travel every week, so I don't have enough content to put out every week. So this is a new format I want to try and see if you guys like it. Let me know in the comments and see you in the next one. Bye!